So in week 5, let's look into assignment itself. So for assignment, it is the same. It's extremely important. Please stop chatting. I can hear you. Okay. For assignment, it is extremely important to make it work. Because if it is crashing immediately, shows empty screen or just some little piece in the corner, it is nearly empty screen. So grade will be extremely low. It's like below 30%. And the reason is that assignment, it's practical skills. It's not theory. Quiz is testing your theory. This is not theory. So you need to show that you learn some skills to make stuff. Okay. When you create your project, use your login name as a part of the package. For example, Sheridan, I use it my login name, assignment 2. Doesn't matter how it's called, login name second part. Not first part, not last one. Okay? And of course, don't use my login name, your login name. What is the reason for it? There are 2 reasons. Actually, there are 2 reasons. One, it is to make cheating hard. Because students who cheat, they are not brilliant, they don't know how to deal with it. It is not straightforward to replace it, because it's all around the code afterwards. So first, it is to make cheating hard, complicated. Second, it is also extremely important. It is because programs can run into conflict if they run on the same device. Not running at the same time, but actually I run one program and run another one. They can go into conflict, even if one of them is not running. Because they store stuff at locations outside of at some locations, and these locations are marked by package. And so if you use your login name like part of package, it makes your program unique. So if your program, if for some reason is storing something, and in assignment 3 your program will store something, for sure. Assignment 2 probably not. When I grade one assignment of one student and grade assignment of second student, previous assignment will not run into conflict of following assignment, with following assignment. But if names are not unique, it will be crashing. So it's another reason why it has to be unique. Because I don't uninstall stuff. I just run program of one student and program of another student. Okay? So this is super important. Second reason is super important for assignment 3, where program will be actually storing stuff. And when it is storing, a location is described by package name. So here it is. I remember stack data example, right? We displayed this. I did demo in the class to explain view model, and that the fact that this view model is picking data from a database, right? Okay, tools. Oh, probably Windows. Factor code navigate view. Tool Windows. Device Explorer. Here it is. This is hard drive of emulator. So if I click data, then I click data again, you see this are folders associated with applications. So this is my tip calculator folder. This is pet data that I run it in the morning. This is rock, paper, scissors. And you see there is some caches, some files, but this is probably empty or some temporary things. So if program is storing something meaningful, that meaningful part can run into conflict with another program that is using the same package name, and it will crash. So it's an extra precaution that extremely important in assignment 3 because it will crash in assignment 3 because assignment 3 will be storing data actually on hard drive of it. So this is hard drive and this is folders of areas where applications store stuff. Okay. So for example, this demo, where it is called DICE, not DICE demo, it is stack data. Here it is stack data. You see databases. And this is actually database files in it. And if type stored data, type of stored data in the database mismatch of table name or column name, it will just crash. Okay. So this is rationale why it really has to be this way with user login in it. So please use Medium Phone API 34, Android 14, because this way it is what I'm going to use in order to see your applications. So if you use the same emulator settings, I will see exactly the same things that you do. So it will make stuff simpler. Also, update Android Studio, like tonight. So it is latest version. Latest version, it is 1.2 patch 1. Please make sure it has patch 1 because patch 1 is checking, fixing bugs. So you start with least buggy one. Okay. And what is description? Description is identical to what I told you. Three screens. First screen, 5 radio buttons. Choose one of them with closed boxes, pictures next to it, or some closed envelope. Choose something. You click on it, it takes you to another screen, and on another screen, one box is open, and it shows content. And message, choose, keep original choice or choose another one, your choice. User makes decision, click next, and on the last page, it will show price from the chosen one box and list of the content of other boxes. So use your knowledge from exercise 3 to customize theme of the app, make your application look pleasant. So like screen is balanced in the terms like reasonably centered, or at least not all the stuff next to the one edge or next to the corner. So make it reasonably balanced on the screen. And sensible font sizes, sensible colors. Images, resize them so they match actually what's supposed to be. Okay? Not like one image is taking half of the screen. For sure, this is bad. Okay. And practice creativity, is provided if you have time, of course. Just make it reasonable looking. Okay. What to submit? You cannot just zip folder and submit it because it's big. So you need, before you submit, just close Android Studio. Browse for the folders, like for example, projects. In the projects I have Android, and this is tip calculator, for example. Here it is. You see app folder. So in the app folder, this is big. Everything else is quite reasonable. So if you just zip everything. Everything together can be too large for the slate to accept. So when you finish, everything is working. I just browse to the folder of your app, go inside of app. Okay, for example, this is rock, paper, scissors, okay? So inside of app, find build and just delete the one. Move to trash. And zip everything. Okay? Do not copy stuff, just zip everything. This build folder can be easily recovered when you open application again and just click run button, it will recreate it. So it's not a big deal. Okay? Questions about this? So this is how to submit it. Please use Git. For this assignment, I will not reduce points if you don't, but use them. Reason for using Git. It is easy to break code, and if you commit often, you can easily go to previous commit. You can actually go to any commit, but you need to look up how to do it. It's not difficult. How to go to previous commit? Do you know, did I explain or not? So, for example, this is stack screen, which is a lot. Okay? This. Imagine I played with this code, and I changed something, and I don't really remember what I changed it. I just changed it. Okay. It is extremely easy to go to previous commit. You click commit button, click this one, roll back, select everything, roll back, and you get everything back. This is why we should commit every step that we want to keep. Okay? So we achieved some small achievement, we committed, so we can always roll back to previous small achievement. In case if we accidentally break the code and we don't know what we changed, so we don't know how to go back. Okay? It is possible to go to any previous step. In order to go to any previous step, you need to use this window and right-click on the step where you need to go. And there is revert. Revert. And there is also reset. I don't see reset. Oh, yeah, reset. A revert is revertible itself, a reset is not. This is the difference. A reset will just kill everything above it. So it will erase everything. A revert will take you to that step, and it will put that step on top of it, so you can revert it again if you want. Just play with it before you start using it. So, questions? So again, for Git assignment 2, using it highly recommended. Testing also highly recommended. Okay, if you don't do it, you will probably have more time to without testing to reach the point. Okay. So if no questions, let's continue with new topic. All right. So. Stack data was discussed at the previous lesson, and it was put on hold because it is technically beginning of week 9. Beginning of week 9. So next thing I want to discuss is how to display scrollable lists. That potentially long. It is not difficult to create a list that is not potentially long. You just use for loop and keep repeating thing using for loop. But the idea will fail miserably if a list is long, or infinite. Definitely it won't work for infinite to use loop for it, right? Because it will run out of resources and run out of memory. So for this reason, there is an option, lazy option, for lazy column, lazy list, and lazy grid. Lazy means it will create items only if that is shown, and when you scroll, it will keep adding them and keep removing what is scrolling out. So example for lazy list is in exercise 3.1. It was about dogs or something. And I made similar example for pets. And also in the pet data example, I want to show older code, how it looks like. Because when you do exercises from Google, like Google course, it will be about 1-year-old code, guarantee it.